Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for July 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Cancer at this time, please? Messages for Cancer at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out, the number 12, the Scribe. Your second card is the King of Forces. Your third card is the Five of Forces, Summer, Winter. On the bottom of this deck, the One of Scrolls, on track. And that's exactly what this card means. Perhaps you're feeling somewhat ambivalent about a decision you've made or need to make, Cancer. The cosmos, the universe, the meaning of this card basically is make the decision, because even if it's the wrong one, the experience that you will gain will be worth it. I'm going to clarify these Akashic Tarot cards with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these messages for Cancer. What are the clarifying cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot, please? Clarifying messages for Cancer at this time. Thank you. On the Scribe, we have the Sun. Beautiful. On the King of Forces, the High Priestess. Also beautiful. Very powerful, Cancer. On the Five of Forces, Summer, Winter, the Nine of Swords. And on the bottom of this deck, the Four of Cups. So again, I feel like there's some ambivalence about a decision, some indecision about a decision. This card can indicate boredom as well, not happy, not satisfied with the possibilities. You're on the right track, Cancer. These messages are very good for you overall, and so I feel safe to say that you are on the right track. So trust in yourself. Have confidence in those decisions. The first card's out for you, the number 12, Major Arcana, the Scribe, clarified by number 19, the Sun. The Scribe is a card that basically means there is something that is of interest to you right now, Cancer, and whatever that is, you should go for it. If there's anything that is calling to you that you have wanted to learn more about, then you should definitely take that initiative to do so, because it can lead to happiness and joy and potentially financial abundance, but definitely much happiness and joy with the Sun. So that's the short, sweet version of those two cards. There's something that you want to learn about. So go for it, Cancer. There's no question about what those cards mean. The next card's out for you, the King of Forces, clarified by the number 2, High Priestess. The King of Forces is a card of, obviously, he's a king. In all cases of any of the kings and queens, we have to mention the fact that it could be a new love interest. Certainly a possibility, male or female, doesn't matter. The King of Forces is a benevolent king that is able to guide the forces that are generally in opposition with each other and bring them together. You can see the wolf and rabbit there. He also has power over the sky. You can see the nebulous there in the sky, the creek at his feet. He has the power of nature and how you want to use the power that you have right now, Cancer. There are forces that are available to you at this time, whether you acknowledge that or whether you realize that or not. There are great forces that are available to you within the heavens and earth that could potentially be a new love interest for you, or you could be this king of forces. The High Priestess, of course, is a card of inner knowing. She has the balance of outer knowing and inner knowing. And when I see these two cards together, these are just very powerful to me. There's an inner knowing that you have and an outer knowing, Cancer. I feel that a lot of you could be very intellectual, very learned people anyway. But there is an inner knowing that comes from experience, from self-examination, that can't come from anything else. And so these two cards are overwhelmingly positive for me. This king is the most gentle and honest king, and the forces are likened to wands in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And so that would make him the King of Wands. But it's a very supportive energy. And as I said, with this High Priest, it's an inner knowing. So find the balance of these powerful forces moving within you: beauty and nature, and psychic ability as well. There's just a wisdom. I just feel a gentle wisdom. And I don't know what else to say about that, Cancer. It's a very comforting energy to me. I just don't want to put these cards down. For some reason, I just don't want to put these cards down. So, regardless of whether that's you or someone coming into your life, it's a very comforting energy. The Five of Forces, Summer, Winter, clarified by the Nine of Swords. In the Summer, Winter card, this is the card that signifies as a time of getting out there and getting work done. This is when you put the effort in to enjoy the results of your labor later. Whenever the winter comes, you better hope that you have stocked the silos during the summer, right, to prepare for whatever the winter may bring. So with this being clarified by the Nine of Swords, I just feel like there's something right now that you're trying to prepare for potentially that is causing you a great deal of worry and stress, with the Nine of Swords clarifying. But I don't feel that you need to be worried. I feel like as long as you study whatever it is that you need to become aware of, whether that's something that interests you or if it's something else that's going on, and this will resonate with you, however, But this is a major arcana, so the scribe is shouting that it's time to learn something that can bring you great prosperity and joy with the sun. So whatever that may be, stop worrying about it and get to work on it, Cancer. Stop worrying and get to work. We can get overwhelmed with just the thought of of what must be done sometimes. It can just be overwhelming. So it's not lost on me that you have two forces cards here as well. Cards of action. So whatever power that you have, utilize it to do whatever you can to get whatever work you can done right now, Cancer. And it will benefit you, not just in the long run, but, probably in the short run as well. But definitely in the long run, I'm feeling. I'm going to pull a Shaman's Dream Oracle card for you now. Thank you for returning to my channel, Cancer. I really appreciate every view, every like, and subscribe. If this is resonating with you, please hit that like button right now. It will help my channel with the algorithm, and I'm trying to grow it so I can get these positive messages out there for people who may need to hear them. So thank you. I appreciate you. Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Cancer. Winter's Dream, gestation period. That's interesting that you just had that summer-winter card, and now with this Winter's Dream. And I'm becoming more and more familiar with these cards, that I sort of know what this card means. And it's very interesting. So at any rate, I'm going to read from the book because this is an in-depth description. So I hope that you can see the sleeping snail girl there in this picture. Winter's Dream, gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. The winter's dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul, and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness, and know that you are replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of Winter's Dream. Winter's Dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken. Awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness and bring you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams. Your task is to wake up within the dream, to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. And I know that sounds contradictory to what I just said about getting busy with working on whatever it is. But this, of course, can mean there's a gestation period that you have to give a certain amount of time and thought to before you're ready to proceed. And perhaps that's where this anguish has been coming in with the Nine of Swords. And it never ceases to amaze me how these cards correspond to each other in the colors. When these messages come together like they do. So that's clear to me that it's something that you're going to have to learn to let go of, accept that you have a certain amount of gestation period to birth these new ideas or these new dreams, whatever this may be for you, Cancer, before it's time to act upon it. I'm going to pull one final card for you. This is the Divine Abundance Oracle deck by Tasha Silver, and all these decks that I'm using will be listed down in the description box below. Thank you so much, Spirit and Angel Guides. What is the final message for Cancer at this time, please? Final message for Cancer from the Divine Abundance Oracle deck. Thank you. Final message for July, Cancer. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. That's right. We may all be part of a collective, but we are all individuals. And each one of us has our own life experiences that we have to go through. Cancer, love and light to you. I hope this resonated. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Enjoy your July. Love and light.